hundreds of lines of numbers like the ones dropping down here, even though looking very good, cool, but it's difficult to read. But to see it all visually with patterns and connections that matter, it all starts making sense. Data begins to tell us a story. Instead of a long list of numbers, you can focus on the piece of information that really matters to you. Let's begin with a video from BBC in the UK.
This is our national telephone network as it comes to life on an average working day. The activity of every exchange in the country is being tracked second by second. By 2 o'clock, we're making almost 1 million calls a minute. Every city is aflame with chatter. Belfast, Glasgow, Bristol. And that's just calls made on landlines because we are in the middle of our mobile revolution, sending 300,000 texts a minute. And even these aren't the true foundations of our new information economy. Most critical is data, pure information, carried over the internet. Our major cities are now connected by fibre optic backbones that carry email and web pages, YouTube videos, a great river of digital ones and zeros. By mid-afternoon, British Telecom is carrying 223 million megabytes of data an hour. That's 500,000 web pages every second. And of course, this isn't restricted to the UK. Here's an image of how the major data pipelines in Britain interconnect with the rest of the world, firing data to every corner of the globe and gathering it back again. This, we're told, is the foundation of our new economy.
Yes, good stuff. Imagine all that data you just saw. Phone calls, emails, millions of them, like this. Would it be cool? No. Quite horrible. So why is this data visualization so important then? Think about the oldest data visualization tool there is. Oldest one, the map. This is Manhattan. Now imagine a pure text file being given to you for your first visit to New York City, first visit. This could be the text file. Now try to cross for lunch. Could be done, but not so easy. I rest my case. Okay, visuality makes digital things better than ever. Visuality makes our lives better. Especially when it works within content discovery. You know, how we find things within internet. So let me show you how we, in our company, Cognitive Maps, we are going to change the content discovery of digital services with our own visual discovery platform. Data visualization is going to change how we all discover content out there, and this is the revolution. But to visualize the problem, I want you all to think about a normal record store out there on High Street with CDs and stuff. You know, they still exist. How long, I don't know, but still. Or public library. Lots of books, lots of stuff, lots of data. Question is, what if? What if your access to all that enormous amount of data would be having to peek through their keyhole or letterbox from the front door and shouting some words like, "Bring me the latest this and this, please," wishing that somebody brings you a pile of search results, out of which the 3 first ones are sponsored. Would you like that? I don't think so. You want to step inside the library or record store, locate your area of interest, your shelf, your genre, your tomatoes, and step next to them and start browsing content visually with your hands and eyes. Because that's what people do. We humans, we do that in real life. So why with internet content services? It's always the letterbox-like thing. You're supposed to type something in order to find something, and all you get is a mile-long list of millions of pretty unusable text-based pages of links. Horrible. I mean, especially bad from the content owner's point of view. If I'm a medium-sized game producer with very limited budget, like they usually do, except Rovio, and my product happens to be number 6,000 out of those 2 million, if I'm number 1,000 out of those 2 million, nobody will find me. Absolutely. They're not going to find me because they're not going to be further than 2 pages of those search results. How we use Google, does anyone go further than 2 pages? Honestly, hands up if they do. Give me a break. Honestly, you don't. Okay, there's an exception, of course. But basically, it's a horrible, horrible content discovery problem out there. And one of the biggest reasons why they're not going to find me, even if I'm 1,000 or something over there, is that I can't afford to be featured on those front pages out there, on the other services. And this is what we're talking about. They say long tail doesn't exist. Well, it certainly does exist, it is there. But it can't be found with any of the current services and tools out there, any one of them. All major content services operate around a very limited front page offering. Top 40, whatever, featured, this and this and this. Most of the online business takes place around those products being featured on the front page. Very limited, very limited. User experience is extremely biased and misguided. Users don't have a clue about the quantity nor quality behind the front page. What is there? I've been given something there, but I'm supposed to be happy with it. Really bad. And it's a situation with every single service out there. Every one of them. From Google to whatever. Here's an example. Quite well-known video service. They've got a lot of content. 48 hours being uploaded every minute. Gazillion of videos. Horrible amount of data. How about their front page? They do have one. YouTube.com. 34. In my screen it's 15, and then I scroll down, it's 34. Gazillion versus 34. How misguiding is that? I think that's horrible. I'm supposed to be happy with that. Then I type something in the search box and blah, 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 blah. Horrible. And business-wise, if they can't find me, how on earth could anyone do anything about me, let alone buy my product? I have no business. Bad. And this is what me and my friends, we wanted to change. This horrible content discovery problem. We wanted to change that. We wanted to create the best content discovery on the planet. Nothing less. And we came up with one. We came up with 100% unique, completely different kind of content platform with visual browsing. Ta-da! Visuality. Making it the best content discovery current internet offers. I guarantee it is. The real beauty of the platform is that it works perfectly with any kinds of content items. It doesn't have to be music, like Hitlandis. It could be anything. We're talking about social objects. This is important. We are visualizing social, interactive objects that they can be anything from music to movies to conversations to likes even, or documents or Twitter hashtags, anything. It's data. We can use that. Because the interaction there is data. That matters. Important data. Okay, the first client on the platform is an award-winning music service called Hitlandis.com. Fully zoomable, map-like visual user interface where every bubble you see is a band/artist. They call it sea of bubbles sometimes. The colors are musical genres, like red is rock and light blue is pop, etc., etc. So it's very easy to understand with one glimpse what's going on. It's a dynamic game board. The closer to the center you're located, the more popular you are. And the popularity comes from the activities of users and the bands. Whatever they do, they collect hotness points and the bands move towards the center. When they join the service, they always land on the outskirts and they start moving towards the center, where they can actually win cool things from our partner. And let's have a look at it, how it works in action. Here it is, beautiful. Hitlandis.com. Go and check it out. Fully zoomable, like I told you. I can drag it, fully draggable. I happen to like this. Well, I like so many genres, but now I've chosen this. Let's check Viola. Great band. What are they? Okay, information. Next one. Who's this band? What's this? Monophobic? Here we go. What I'm here doing is I'm browsing quite fast actually compared to Google Music search type of thing, MySpace or whatever. It's just the visual browsing, it works so well. And we have Center Plaza, which is kind of a TV, different channels for videos, songs of the week, anything we like basically, we can put there. Competitions I mentioned, they're quite good ones. You click more details. And this is the visuality of this particular competition. These bands have entered this competition, and the more hotness they get, the more people help them in the competition, they move towards the center and actually may win a gig on that competition. So, Hitland is fully live, vivid community. At the moment, approximately 6,000 bands, 50,000 registered fans, monthly users around 200,000. It's a nice little beast, quite different from the traditional letterbox-like service you're supposed to, with limited front page of 15 or 30 products. Here you see almost 6,000. You actually see, in the first glance, you see 4,000 now. But then you just pick your genre, zoom in, you see more. You start seeing more. The logic here is basically exactly the same when you're using Google Maps. You open up Google Maps, first you see bigger cities, then you start zooming in, you start seeing smaller ones. Logic is perfect, exactly the same. Meaning, this is unlimited how many objects we can put on a map. Am I happy or what? It's so cool. All right, moving on. Yeah, Hitland would have lots of music details there, but let's not dwell there, because thing is that we really want to visualize other things than not just music. We are moving forward with our platform. I've been so happy about it. We are super proud to be able to present our first corporate version of the platform. It's not that sexy, but it's actually very, very interesting to see. Hankegalleria.fi. Tekes, Technology and Innovation Fund in Finland, a governmental body. They just licensed our platform to visualize their organizations and projects they're funding. Nice. Because previously, if you go to tekes.fi and you want to find an organization linked to some project they're funding, it'll take 1 week for you to find the information. Here everything is in one beautiful place, categorized per category, and it's so much easier. Remember, with lots of nice little details like this interactive, interconnectivity thing really, where